Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day because sisimulan na po natin ang panibagong serye sa ating channel and ito ay ang Funda Friday Drugstore Edition. So last year nga po ay ginamit ko ang mga foundation na nasa aking Pro Makeup Artist Kit and shinare sa inyo ang review, demo, and wear test nila para malaman nyo kung bakit ko siya gustong ginagamit sa aking clients and also to myself. Basically, this time, ganun pa rin ang ating gagawin, pero drugstore edition naman. So, if you are as excited as I am to know what is the first featured foundation for this series, then please keep on watching. So, ang foundation nga po pala na itatry natin ngayon ay ang Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. Yes, walang hindi nakakakilala sa foundation nito when it comes to drugstore foundations because ito lang naman ang isa sa mga pinaka holy grail ng some of the YouTubers out there. Kaya ito po ang unang-una sa ating listahan. So, first off, this foundation cost 399 pesos. Isa siya sa mga pinakamurang matte foundation that we have in the drugstore. And one thing about this is, meron na po siya ngayong pump. So, if you can see, meron siyang seal sa likod. Ayan lang yung kanyang tape or parang seal. Wala siyang plastic. And this comes with a pump now. So, this is the new packaging of Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. But before we go through that details, let's start with the price. Again, for the price, this is 399 pesos for 30 ml and with glass bottle and pump packaging. So again, don't mind me looking down because I have my handy dandy notebook for more specific details. Other than that, this foundation actually comes with 14 shades. So dito sa ating mga drugstore foundation, this is one of those foundation na napakarami ng mga options to choose from kasi yung iba nag-range lang sa 5 or 8 shades na you can choose from. So let's read the formulation and claims of this foundation. So basically, Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation is water-based. So kung makikita nyo, try natin siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, wala pa. Yun. Makita nyo, medyo runny siya. Kasi nga, it is water-based. And it says here, it is ideal for normal to dry skin and it has micro powders that controls shine and blurs pores. So it's dermatology tested and allergy tested, and it claims to be a non-comedogenic. Non-comedogenic means it's not gonna clog your pores. So aside from the fact that this is water-based, it actually gives you a matte finish. It claims to give you a matte finish and also a lightweight. So it says here, it will give you seamless finish and blurring pores, and it's very, very blendable. So, simulan na po natin ng ating application. As usual, if you've seen some of the foundation series, on the right side of my face, maglalagay po tayo ng primer. On the left side of my face, walang primer. And on this side, we will be using brush. And on this side, we will be using sponge. And just to check the fingertips application, we will be using my fingertips on my forehead. So, napakainit. Let's just get some of my hair out of the way. Ayan. And then, maglalagay na po tayo ng primer. As usual, my favorite primer is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. And I will only apply it on the right side of my face. Only on the areas na gusto kong i-blur yung pores. Medyo tipid gamitin to kasi I'm not applying it or I do not actually apply it on the rest of my face or the entire face. Doon lang sa lugar na may mga pores. So the reason kung bakit ginagawa ko yung half and half because not all of us actually use primer and not all of us use sponge and or fingertips or brush. So that's just to show you the options. And one side of my face, which is itong my primer, isa-set natin ng powder or i-bake, and the other side is hindi. So that way, makikita natin kung okay ba siya sa dry skin or sa oily skin. So that's it. Lagay natin to dito sa forehead, sayang naman, using the fingertips. So, baka parang marami siya, no? Pero, medyo hassle yata na mag-apply ng fingertips. Ayan. So, medyo mahirap. Kaya, it is possible, pero ayan ang itsura niya. Application using the fingertips. Alright, so doable naman for those that are new to makeup na wala pang tools. I'm using the mirror at the back of my camera, kaya hindi ako nakatingin directly sa camera. Ayan, so it is doable. Kaya naman siyang gamitan ng fingertips, pero yun nga lang, medyo hassle and madumi sa kamay. So, let's move on to brush. I will be using... Which brush am I going to use? I will be using this Jessup brush for this side of my face. And, try lang natin, shake, and then one pump. Yan, medyo marami-rami naman yung one pump niya. And, apply mo na ng fingers kasi ganun ako mag-apply. So, let's just do it as if I'm applying the foundation regularly. As how I apply the foundation regularly. So, brush natin. Wala naman siyang amoy. Or at least wala akong naaamoy na strong scent. And, napaka-liquid din niya. So, parang hindi siya masyadong nag-a-apply sa skin. Medyo nasisip-sip siya ng aking brush. I mean, it's supposed to be sponge na nakakasip-sip, pero feeling ko na punta lang dito sa aking brush yung product. So, that is one layer. Okay naman siya. Maganda naman. Lubos ko lang yung nasa fingertips ko. Okay naman. This is without foundation. This is with foundation. That's one layer. So, lagyan natin ng isa pa. Actually, that's almost a pump. So, here's another pump. Ilagay natin siya. Kasi masyadong, yung consistency niya masyadong liquidy. It actually reminds me of the consistency ng aking favorite na Dior. So, basically, nakita nyo na yung application dito. Itutuloy na lang natin with this one. Para pantay. Meron ako ditong spot. Makikita nyo ako. Okay naman siya with the brush. Pero feeling ko, dahil super liquid niya, medyo nasasayang yung product. Kasi parang napupunta lang dito yung lahat-lahat ng product. By the way, I am using the shade 128. Dito. Ayan. So, hindi niya fully na-cover yung aking, sorry, wala tayo sa center. Hindi niya fully na-cover yung blemishes ko kasi nakita niyo pa rin siya dito. Oh. Meron akong dito na spot. And yung redness under my nose, okay naman. Sakto lang. Pero ang ganda talaga ng finish niya kasi para lang talaga siyang skin-like. It gives you the skin-like finish. And second layer na to, siguro mabibuild ko pa siya up to 3 layers kung gusto mo na mas makapal ng konti to cover your blemishes. But again, this is without foundation. And this is with 2 layers of matte and poreless foundation. Nalagyan na yung aking lipstick. Ano ba yan? Ito-touch up na lang yan later. Now, we'll move on to the other side using sponge. So, isang pump muna. Again, nalagyan natin to ng primer. So, we'll see if there will be difference. Again, nag-apply ako muna using fingertips or yung ganito na foundation brush. But since madumi na yung daliri ko, why not chalk na daliri na lang, di ba? Okay, so since i-build naman natin yung coverage, okay lang yan. Then, I'm using Real Techniques sponge. And i-blend na natin siya. To be honest, mas gusto ko yung sponge. First layer pa lang to kasi one pump pa lang yung ginamit natin. Although na it's obvious na nasisip-sip ni sponge yung product. Feeling ko mas gusto ko tong finish dito. However, this is way dewier than this one. This is like soft matte and nag-dry up na siya. Ito siguro dahil syempre damp yung beauty blender ko or yung aking sponge. Miracle Complexion Sponge. That's one of the reasons why it also gives me that luminous finish or dewy finish. So, try pa natin ng one more pump. Isang pump pa ulit. Yan. And ilagay natin. Dagdagan sa ilong. Under eyes. Huwag na natin masyadong lagyan yung forehead kasi hindi na masyadong importante. Yan. Again, wala tayong primer on this side of my face. Nalagyan na naman ang aking lips. Ano ba yan siya? And then, blend natin. Mas gusto ko talaga yung sponge. I don't know why. I don't know why. Pero mas maganda talaga yung feeling ko using sponge. Kasi kahit na, by the way, my skin is combination of oily on my T-zone, especially in my nose, and dry on the rest of my face. I'm a fan of a dewy finish foundation or makeup, kaya siguro mas okay sa akin yung sponge. Pero if you are a fan of matte finish foundation, okay na okay yung brush. And maganda rin naman. And honestly, medyo dry na siya dito. Ito talagang medyo dewy and glossy. We will not be using concealer and corrector to make sure na makikita natin yung full potential ng ating product. Alright, so we're done with the application. As you can see, ito yung medyo dewy and medyo luminous kasi ito yung ginamit natin yung sponge. Ito ginamit natin yung brush, which is actually medyo dry na siya or self-setting ang nangyari dito sa right side. So, isa-set natin ang powder using our Laura Mercier translucent powder. Itong side na to, i-bake natin siya ng konti lang. Medyo lang talaga ang pag-bake natin. On the other side, isa-set lang natin ang powder as usual na ginagawa ng mga nagme-makeup. Papowderan lang nila ng very light. Pero walang baking na magaganap. But hindi yung baking na super tagal. I think i-bake ko lang siya for about less than 2 minutes. And sa kabila, with very minimal product on the sponge, set lang natin siya ng ganyan. Para lang hindi masyadong manikit yung alikabok sa mukha natin, di ba? And using a powder brush, dip lang ng konti, tap the excess, ganyan. So this is basically how you normally set your face without baking. Unlike sa kabila, binake talaga natin siya para malaman natin kung kailangan pa ba mag-bake or hindi na. And usually, this is how you normally do it if you have normal to dry skin. And this is how you normally do it if you have normal combination to oily skin. And mega more baking kung talagang super oily ka. Alright, so I'll just finish the rest of my makeup, although meron na talaga, pero i-retouch lang natin. And I'll get back to you with the final look. I'm back. I'm done. I'm done retouching my makeup. Time now is 4 o'clock. I think natapos tayo mag-makeup around 3:30. I mean, matapos tayo mag-apply ng foundation around 3:30. Medyo may ginawa pa kasi ako. Hinanda ko pa yung listahan ng ipamimili ko dahil ako lang naman po ay mamimili ng gulay. Ito po ang itsura ko kaya hindi ko na masyadong dinamihan yung aking makeup kasi yes, bibili lang po ako ng gulay at naka-aura pa ang lola nyo. So, basically, maarawan ako, lalabas ako, mas matetest natin kung gaano kaganda ang foundation na to. Again, right side of my face with primer, used brush for application, and binake natin. While on this side, hindi tayo naglagay ng primer, sponge ang ginamit, and nag-set lang ng powder, hindi tayo nag-bake. So, this is how it looks like. And I will insert a clip ng merong flash and without flash photography and also video sa natural lighting. So, let's proceed with our day and I'll update you guys later. See ya! Hey guys, this is now our 4th hour update. Wala na ako lipstick kasi kumain ako ng fishball and kikiam sa kanto, and this is how my face looks like. May I remind you that the right side of my face may primer, brush ang ginamit, and nag-bake tayo. While dito, sinet lang natin ang powder, wala tayong primer, and sponge ang ginamit. So, nakikita nyo naman, sobrang akong nagpawis kanina kasi nag-ukay-ukay kami. It's something that you will watch in a few weeks perhaps kasi edit ko pa yun and all that. And sobrang pinawisan ako, sobrang init sa lahat ng ano ba, may polvo pa ako. 5 ukay-ukay shops na pinuntahan ko. Kasing init ngayon dahil walang aircon, walang electric fan. Meron akong 3 ilaw. So, sobrang init. But mind you, for about, ilan na yun? 4 hours akong nasa labas. Ito yung kinalabasan niya. Dewy lang tayo on the left side of my face. Dito ay, may konting shine lang dito. Pero other than that, super intact pa rin tong side na to. At ito, medyo oily na ng konti. But again, that's the 4th hour. And I'll see you guys later for the next update. Hola Marias! What is up? This is how my face looks like after almost 6.5 hours because it's now 9:55 in the evening, and I just want to show you an update. This is again the right side of my face wherein naggamit tayo ng primer, ginamitan din natin siya ng brush, and also nag-bake tayo ng panangdalian. While on this side of my face, we actually did not use primer. We used sponge for application, and we only set it with a very, very light dusting of powder. So, as you can see, 6 hours, lumalabas na po talaga ang oiling dito sa areas na to ng under my brows. And also parang dito, medyo may oiling na nagaganap. But the rest of my face are still dewy, like a satin matte ang effect niya, pero may shine nang nagaganap. Unlike dito sa kabila, medyo lumalabas na ang langis, tulad dito sa sides ng aking nose. Pero okay pa naman. Okay pa naman siya kung hindi ka magre-retouch, kayang-kaya pa. Kung sa 6 hours ay wala ka pang break time o kaya wala ka pang makitang washroom para mag-touch up, okay pa naman, medyo maayos-ayos pa yung itsura niya. Pero we'll see after a couple more hours kung kinakailangan na ba nating mag-retouch if you did not bake your foundation. So that's it for the 6.5 hour update, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Ay, nag-glare ang aking salamin. Alright guys, so I'm back. It is now midnight, 12:05 na nga. So sinakto ko ng 12 kasi hindi ko talaga matandaan kung anong oras natapos yung pag-apply ng foundation. Basta ang alam ko before 4 o'clock. So, ang ginawa ko na lang ay saktong 4 o'clock. So, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Para naman plakadong-plakado yung 8-hour wear test natin. So, kung mas maaga pa doon, edi maganda kasi sobra pa sa 8 hours. So, nilapitan ko ng konti ang ating camera kasi gusto kong makita nyo talaga ng bonggang-bongga ang itsura ng ating foundation. Lapit pa nga tayo ng konti mga sis. Lapit pa natin ng bongga. Ayan. Sobrang masyadong medyo malabo ang ilaw ko dito sa side na to. Pero, ito na nga po yung itsura niya. Again, let me remind you, this side of my face ay ginamitan natin ng primer, brush ang ginamit for application, as well as sinet natin siya ng powder, ng bonggang-bonggang baking. Not really bonggang-bongga, but binake natin siya. And this side of my face, hindi tayo nag-primer, sponge ang ginamit, and hindi natin binake, but sinet natin ng very, very light na powder. So, kung titingnan nyo, for about 8 hours, maganda pa rin ang itsura ni foundation on the left side of my face. Kung ikaw yung tipo na hindi ka naman mahilig mag-bake, hindi ka rin gumagamit ng primer, for 8 hours, this is still something na acceptable when it comes to events. However, medyo nagkaroon na nga siya ng smudging dito. Yung texture around my nose ay naging obvious na. And syempre, oily na siya on this part of my face. Konti dito din sa my brows and also sa chin. Pero if you're trying to aim for that dewy Korean look, this is still acceptable kasi sa gabi, hindi naman ganito ka-bright ang ilaw, maganda pa rin siya. Pero kung sa umaga, let's say, bridal makeup, I'm sorry, not bridal, but bridal party, yung katadan mo, or wedding, eh, medyo kakailanganin mo na mag-retouch after the 8th hour. Or basically, on the 8th hour, kailangan mo nang mag-retouch kasi magmumukha ka ng mantika sa ilalim ng arawan. Pero dito, sa kabilang side of my face, kung ikaw naman ay tipong alam mo na mag-oil up ka kaagad, like combination to oily skin girls like me, mas maganda na mag-bake ka kasi as you can see, dito lang tayo nagkakaroon pa ng konting problema kasi meron na siyang pamumuo ng foundation na nagaganap. And dito, natanggal na yung foundation kasi medyo nagsisniff ako dahil kanina, medyo mainit, may pasinghot-singhot effect ang inyong Lola Mess. So, ayun lang naman, definitely, the blush is still there. Yun nga lang, ang masasabi ko ay ang under eyes natin ay bonggang-bongga na ang creasing. Ang laugh line dito, super obvious sa kaliwa kasi nga, sinat lang natin ng powder, hindi naman tayo nag-bake. While dito, hindi masyadong obvious. When it comes to the appearance, wala naman tayong problema. Kahit hindi ka pa makapag-retouch ng 8 hours or wala kang retouch kit ng 8 hours, basta i-bake mo siya sa bahay, pak na pak pa rin ang foundation na ito. So, let's go down to the reviews. Lumayo na kayo ng konti sa akin kasi baka magkaumaya na tayo. Let's talk about my final reviews and thoughts about this foundation. So, for the price, this foundation is actually 399 pesos. For me, that's very affordable for what it can actually offer. To be honest with you, pwede ko siyang i-compare sa high-end foundation that I actually love, which is my holy grail. That is your Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Napakalapit niya when it comes to consistency, the effect. It's just that it feels quite different kasi yun, parang mattifying, super second skin talaga ng effect. Ito, parang ganun pero hindi sobra. And syempre, wala tong scent kasi nga halos lahat naman ng Dior foundations ay mabango dahil nga sa mga Dior perfumes nila. Anyway, sa foundation price, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 kasi it's not really the cheapest but it's not the highest when it comes to the range. It's still below 500 pesos, which is why I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 rating. Now, let's move on to availability. It is definitely 5 out of 5 because it is available department stores, drugstores, suking tindahan, Lazada, Shopee, online, Zalora, ano pa ba? Basta available siya kahit saan. Kung punta ka ng Mercury, meron din. Sa Robinsons, meron din. So, it is definitely accessible to everyone. So, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 for availability and accessibility. Now, moving on to its packaging. This packaging with the new pump is making it a 5 out of 5 for me. I know it's still a little, not travel friendly kasi glass siya. But to think of it, it's so sleek, so slim, hindi rin siya ganun kalaki, and the fact na may pump na siya is a big plus for me compared last time. So it is a 5 out of 5 for me when it comes to its packaging. And now for the shade range, it is definitely a 5 out of 5 for me because 14 is 14, guys. 14 is napakarami na when it comes to shade options kasi tingnan mo, meron tayong neutral, warm, and cool undertone. So 14 shades, definitely something you will be able to find something that is very close, if not exact to your skin tone. And this one is very very, very exact to my skin tone na parang wala akong nilagay. I am actually now between NC20 to 25 kasi dati NC30 ako and ngayon for sure pumuti na ako kaya naging 128 na ang shade ko sa Maybelline Fit Me. Now for the formulation, I think I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 as well kasi it's water-based. However, it's non-comedogenic. So basically, it's not clogging your pores. Although, mas maganda kasi talaga yung, not really preferred ko yung silicone-based, pero mas maganda yun sa pores. But the fact that this is non-comedogenic, it is definitely a 5 out of 5 for me. And it's water-based. Although, syempre, hindi waterproof and hindi smudge-proof ang water-based. For me, when it comes to skincare, skin benefits, it's easier and it's safer to use water-based foundations. And let's move on. Again, that's 5 out of 5 for me for the formulation. Let's move on to its claims. Ito, medyo marami-raming claims si Matte and Poreless, no? It says, matte foundation that fits skin tone and texture. That is, check. Super blendable, check. Mattifies and refines pores, check. Natural finish, yes, it is natural finish. Seamless finish, yes, it is also seamless finish. And blurring pores. So let's talk about blurring pores. Dito sa side na to, may primer tayo. Obvious yung pores ko, hindi ganun ka-obvious, pero makikita mo pag lumapit ka. And this side of my face, hindi tayo nag-primer, pero ganun pa rin. Parang walang pinagkaiba yung nag-primer sa hindi. Mind you, blurring primer yung ginamit ko, and I'm not seeing that much of a difference. So, kung hindi ito masyadong oily, hindi ganun ka-obvious ang aking pores. So, I'm actually giving it a 5 out of 5 when it comes to claims kasi it is definitely true to its claim that it is seamless, mattifying, blendable, natural finish, and blurring pores visibility. So basically, it's again 5 out of 5 for me. Now, for the application, I believe na may makanya-kanya tayong preference when it comes to application. Pero kung pareho nyo ako, na mas gusto ko yung parang natural talaga or na dewy yung finish, I prefer applying it using a foundation brush na parang ganito or fingertips and then apply it or complete the application using a sponge. So that's what I prefer, pero as you saw earlier, pwede naman siya using fingertips, brush, and sponge. So for its actual wear test, masasabi ko na siya ay transfer resistant, not transfer proof. Ito ay ginamit ko dito sa face na to and the other side dito sa medyo oily. Hindi naman siya nagta-transfer that much. May nag-transfer pero very, very, very light. So it's transfer resistant, not transfer proof when it comes to its claim. And then, it is definitely matte. So it is given, not really super matte, but it's natural matte. Yung claim niya is natural finish, which is, yes, I can attest to that. And also, yung actual wear natin na sweat-proof, honestly, sweat-resistant, not sweat-proof. It's also humidity-resistant kasi super init talaga the entire time na nag-uukay-ukay kami kasi halos lahat naman yata ng ukay-ukay walang aircon, halos lahat ng ukay-ukay open air lang siya pero super suffocating doon sa area na yon and super okay pa rin yung foundation after namin mag-ukay-ukay. So I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 when it comes to the wear tests. Now for the longevity, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 because for me 8 hours is the normal level for a foundation to last long. If it's lower than that, then I think there is something that you have to, if it's lower than 8 hours, maybe you have to find something better when it comes to foundation or find another troubleshooting, another remedy on how you will be able to make your foundation last longer. Pero since this lasted for 8 hours, that without the requirement of having it retouched, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 as well. So if you're gonna ask me, Maria, am I going to recommend this to you? The answer is yes. This foundation is highly recommended because it's very affordable, long wearing, And it's naturally matte, and also it looks like second skin. So, that's it for today. I hope marami kayong natutunan dito sa video nito. And sana nakatulong ito for you to decide whether or not you want to try this foundation yourself. So, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye!